It's been a crazy 48 hours, especially in crypto, right? We've seen some people lose millions and some people lose their life savings over the past 48 hours, right? In this video, we're going to be covering the Trump U-turn, crypto prices, as well as a long thread that I wrote on Twitter, right? So Trump U-turning after liquidating everyone in crypto that knows the words leverage, right? So it's been a wild 48 hours for US-China relation. But basically, here's a quick rundown. China announced new restrictions on resources the US needs for semicons. President Trump said we're going to have 100% tariff on imports from China. Trump said he didn't see a point meeting with Xi Jinping, right? And at this point, the crypto markets just went to Valhalla, right? And then Trump then clarified the meeting was not cancelled yet and he still planned to attend, right? And just this morning, he posted, "Don't worry about China, it will all be fine. The highly respected President Xi had a bad moment. He just doesn't want depression for his country, and neither do I, right? The USA wants to help China, not hurt it." So basically what Trump is saying is the taco trade is back on. Trump always chickens out, right? So people say, so obviously I don't think Trump actually cares about you calling him a taco or whatever, right? I think in the past few days, his family's net worth has went up by hundreds of millions, right? So if we take a look here, we had this giant liquidation event, and in Bitcoin it wasn't so bad, right? Because this was like what, 10, 20, 15% candle, right? Obviously, still a lot of people got liquidated here, but we're talking in altcoins where people lost their life savings, right? Even with 2x leverage on something like XRP, you would have lost everything, right? Coupled with the fact that some stop losses didn't work and some exchanges went down, you couldn't do anything. So if we take a look at the Bitcoin price action, it went all the way down to 102k. And now we're back at 115k, right? So anyone that was opening positions in the weekend is already in profit, right? But obviously anyone that took on leverage and got wiped out at the wicks, obviously they didn't get to enjoy this right back up, right? So first lesson here is don't use too much leverage, right? Especially in some illiquid altcoins. Any leverage is actually too much leverage, right? And there's also another aspect to be said about having any leverage at all, right? Some people might want to leverage trading Bitcoin or whatever. So I think if you do that on like Bitcoin, like 2x leverage, I wouldn't have anything to say about that, right? But if you do that on like even a illiquid altcoin, and just days ago our illusion was that actually like XRP or something like that is actually a very, very liquid altcoin, right? But if you take a look, in just one bar you can lose 55%. So a lot of these coins are much less liquid than people think, right? And a lot of the trading volumes might be market makers or basically people wash trading, right? So be careful what you think is real in this markets, right? Basically a lot of these things are manipulated. So lastly, I want to go through a X thread that I posted, right? I probably won't go through the whole thing, but some of the mindset parts I think is very, very good, right? So here's the X post I posted. If you want, you can follow me on X. This weekend has been a really insane one with screenshots like this populating the internet, right? So this is a screenshot of someone actually losing 60% of their account in one day, and it's a loss of 9.6 million, right? Obviously, they are still lucky. They still have some, so they are still in the game, right? They still get to try to make a comeback, right? Some people got completely wiped out, right? So here are some of the points I made, right? If you lost a huge amount of money, not 100% liquidated, do not try and revenge trade, right? Because obviously, if you lost a lot of money during this move down, right? If you didn't continue to hold your position, some people might say, let's say you're here and then you say, oh, it's going to go lower. It's going to go touch the bottom of this channel again, right? So you might have put in a short somewhere here or whatever, and then you get even more losses, right? Because it's just recovering now, right? Number two, decide what game you want to play, right? And I think this is an incredibly important point, right? So I think this I think might be the most important part of my thread, right? So decide what game you want to play, right? So I said in this post, you can't seriously believe that the 500% pump in a random altcoin in 3 days is completely normal, but there's market manipulation to the upside and also the downside, right? So you always hear people say when markets are dumping, oh, it's market manipulation, you know, the market makers are doing this. But do you really think the 500% pump in some random altcoin in 3 days is actually a normal price action and price discovery? It's also manipulation, right? On both sides you have manipulation, right? Going up and going down, right? That's how it works because there's a lack of regulation in this sector, and under Donald Trump is basically on steroids, right? Because even in the public markets, they're not doing that much enforcement, right? So I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong that they are doing less enforcement or more enforcement, but you have to decide yourself, right? If you decide, you know what, there's market manipulation to the upside, I want to continue to speculate, then you also have to accept sometimes there's going to be market manipulation to the downside, and then you're going to get liquidated, and then you're going to be screaming that there's market manipulation, right? So number 3, if you've made life-changing money, the least you can do is take out something that will at least change your life, right? So I suppose I should have posted this 3 to 4 days ago, right? Because a lot of people made life-changing money, but their life didn't change, right? Because they didn't take out any money and they didn't do anything with the money, right? It just stayed in their account, and then the number grew larger and larger and larger, and one day it just went to 0, right? And next is, don't put everything in one account, right? It's quite obvious that there's a lot of shady shit going on in exchanges, right? Stop loss hunting and stop losses not even working, right? Imagine if you're one of those people that have stop losses and it didn't get triggered and your whole account gets liquidated, right? It's not even your fault, but nobody is coming to save you. No exchange is going to refund you, right? So the next part is moving forward and also my market outlook, right? You can read this yourself because I don't really want to cover this in this video. I wanted to mainly cover some of the mindset stuff and the timeless stuff, right? And the last part, this is quite important also. I'm no way advocating for anyone to buy, sell. You have to make your decision on your own, right? Actually, I did buy some Solana in the weekend somewhere during here. I think this is my entry price. And I was looking to add all week, right? But my point was, before you think of the gains, always think of the losses, right? Because I think a lot of people thought only of the blue skies ahead, and the moment we got rainy clouds, I think a lot of people have suffered heavy losses and also potentially life-changing situations, right? So yeah, that's about all I wanted to share today. If you did enjoy the video, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell button. With that being said, have a fantastic day ahead, and peace out.